Logging data can provide insights about your applications and help you troubleshoot past problems or prevent potential ones. Improve application performance or maintainability. Automate actions that would otherwise require manual intervention. Azure logs are categorized into the following types. Control, management logs provide information about Azure Resource Manager create, update, and delete operations. For more information, see Azure Activity Logs, https://learn.microsoft.com/n-us/azure/azure-monitor/data-sources. Data plane logs provide information about events raised as part of Azure resource usage. Examples of this type of log are the Windows Event System, Security and Application Logs in a Virtual Machine, VM, and the Diagnostic Logs configured through Azure Monitor, https://learn.microsoft.com/n-us/azure/azure-monitor/data-sources. Processed events provide information about analyzed events, alerts that have been processed on your behalf. Examples of this type are Microsoft Defender for Cloud alerts, where Microsoft Defender for Cloud has processed and analyzed your subscription and provides concise security alerts. MCSB control to centralize security log management and analysis. T5. Centralized security log management and analysis. Security principle from MCSB. Centralize logging storage and analysis to enable correlation across log data. For each log source, ensure that you have assigned a data owner, access guidance, storage location, what tools are used to process and access the data, and data retention requirements. Use cloud-native SIEM if you don't have an existing SIEM solution for CSPs. Or aggregate logs, alerts into your existing SIEM. Azure Monitor is a comprehensive monitoring solution for collecting, analyzing, and responding to monitoring data from your cloud and on-premises environments. You can use Azure Monitor to maximize the availability and performance of your applications and services. It helps you understand how your applications are performing and allows you to manually and programmatically respond to system events. Azure Monitor collects and aggregates the data from every layer and component of your system across multiple Azure and non-Azure subscriptions and tenants. It stores it in a common data platform for consumption by a common set of tools that can correlate, analyze, visualize, and/or respond to the data. You can also integrate other Microsoft and non-Microsoft tools. Microsoft Purview Audit, standard, provides you with the ability to log and search for audited activities and power your forensic, IT, compliance, and legal investigations. Enabled by default. Audit, standard, is turned on by default for all organizations with the appropriate subscription. That means records for audited activities are captured and searchable. Thousands of searchable audit events. You can search for a wide range of audited activities that occur as most of the Microsoft services in your organization. Audit Search Tool in the Microsoft Purview portal. Use the Audit Log Search tool in the portals to search for audit records. Audit Search Graph API. Microsoft Graph offers a unified API endpoint for accessing data from multiple Microsoft Cloud services in a single response. Search Unified Audit Log CMD-LET. You can also use the Search Unified Audit Log CMD-LET in Exchange Online PowerShell, the underlying CMD-LET for the search tool, to search for audit events or to use in a script. Export audit records to a CSV file. After running the Audit Log Search tool in the Microsoft Purview portal or the Compliance portal, you can export the audit records returned by the search to a CSV file. Access to audit logs via Office 365 Management Activity API. A third method for accessing and retrieving audit records is to use the Office 365 Management Activity API. 180-day audit log retention. When an audited activity is performed by a user or admin, an audit record is generated and stored in the audit log for your organization. Robust logging and tracing are particularly important in cloud applications. Listed below are some recommendations for designing a solution for centralized logging and auditing. Make all things observable. Tracing records a path through the system and helps pinpoint bottlenecks, performance issues, and failure points. Logging captures individual events, such as application state changes, errors, and exceptions. Instrument for monitoring. Monitoring gives insight into how well, or poorly, an application performs in terms of availability, performance, and system health. Instrument for root cause analysis. Root cause analysis is the process of finding underlying causes of failures. It occurs after a failure has already happened. Use distributed tracing. Use a distributed tracing system designed for concurrency, asynchrony, and cloud scale. Traces should include a correlation ID that flows across service boundaries. Standardize logs and metrics. Define a common schema in your logs and metrics that includes fields such as correlation ID, event name, IP address of the sender, and so on. Individual services can derive custom schemas that inherit the base schema and contain additional fields. Automate management tasks. This includes provisioning, deployment, and monitoring. Automating a task makes it repeatable and less prone to human errors. Treat configuration as code. Check configuration files into a version control system so that you can track and version your changes and roll back if needed. For auditing, ensure tracing of business operation sequence to reconstruct users' actions. Ensure security of the highest standards as you handle sensitive user data. Ensure auditing functions allow you to generate reports of various ranges. Ensure analysts have access to all the raw data in its original form. Make available primary sources such as security systems managing user authentication, and trace and security logs. Ensure you have at least one role to access audit logs: report reader or security reader, security administrator, global reader or administrator.